As always, guys, this is just for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining for another episode of Road Trip to Fire. So I found another stock where I invested in. I saw it, I analyzed it, I couldn't resist, and I opened a position. Just now, the position is in Clique Digital. Clique Digital is an all-in-one digital media company. So they offer movies, music, audio books, sports, games, everything in one subscription. And subscription is about the size of Netflix. So not surprising that they are very, very fastly growing. They are growing incredibly fast. And in my opinion, this company is both a growth story, a dividend story, and a value story. Let me guide you through this company, through its financials, and take you on a journey to find out why I like this stock so much. But as always, please do your own due diligence. I am not a financial advisor. I could be the village fool telling you fairy tales. Do your own research. Now we're looking at the stock price for the last 3 years. So if you're seeing this, you might think, oh, I missed the boat. But keep in mind, the people who were investing here, they were investing in a tiny company. So they took a lot more risk. Yeah, we are coming in here. So we're going already at a nice discount. And we're faced with the most recent earnings that I will go into deeper later. But first I'm going to check on the Hero, which is the stockbroker I'm using. If you would like to join the Hero, if you're in Europe especially, there's a link down below in the channel where you can get a little bit of discount from your first trades. Something that I like to see in the Hero is they offer a lot of different things. But one thing that I always like to see at if they are diluting the shareholders. So then I'm going to see at the balance here. And the balance, I see here the total common shares outstanding. So I can see they've barely grown in the last 5 years. So they really, really did their best not to dilute shareholders and to return value. I also looked at, this is from 2021, where they increased their shares a little bit, but they haven't increased anything this year. So I think this was maybe a one-time dilution. I have to dive deeper into that, but in general, we can see at the history, there's been very little dilution. And then when we look at the analyst vision, and I think this is what I really want to show now. Current, that's 2021. We see they made a 70 million profit, guys. You should know this is a 150 million company, so it's a small company. When we're looking at 2022, we're seeing 22 million of earnings, of net income, and we're looking at probably a future earnings per share that would be done by the end of 2023 at the current share price. We're looking at an earnings per share of about 6 to 7. So it means for value investors, this is valued quite cheaply. Now for dividend investors, we're looking at an expected dividend this year of 1.3, but they're expecting also the dividend to almost double by 2024. So that would mean a 9 till 10% dividend on this company. This is huge. This is huge. A 10% dividend on a company that's growing explosively. This is insane. This company is insane. And look at the revenue growth. And here we're coming on what growth investors might like. So we had in 2021 149. For this year-over-year growth, I'm going to dive into those earnings a bit later, but the year-over-year growth is amazing. And when you're looking at by the end of 2025, what do you expect? 400 million in revenue. So that's what triple over only 4 years. So this, it's absolutely crazy how fast this company is growing. Of course, they do have a really nice all-in-one offering. I mean, when I heard about this company, I mean, I thought, whoa, this is really clever. Why not? If their offer is large enough, why should I not become a member here? So I fully understand why they're growing so fast. And I think their total addressable market is probably exponential higher than 400 million. By the way, the company itself, they predict that they will grow even faster than 400 million. So they predict 500 million. And often, yeah, the company is sometimes right over the analyst, or maybe the analysts haven't updated their analysis. So let's dive into their earnings and see where that's going. And you can already see right here, revenue up 75% year over year, 75%. And guys, if you remember the stock price, it barely changed anything compared to Q1. Well, compared to Q1 2021. So where are we then? Here we're here. So it hasn't changed anything in 1 year. And at the same time, we have a 75% growth. This is crazy. We have paid members. They're at 1.5 million, also huge growth per year, 1 million. So 1 million extra members. I think nobody expected this incredible growth here. So it's nothing new. Like they've been growing like this for many years. And when you look at their outlook, they expect to have about 1.7 to 1.8 million members by the end of this year. It was 1.3 by the end of last year, and it was 4.5 million that they expect in 2025. But I think their market is a lot higher. I think they could go a lot higher with this offering if they play their cards right. And we're looking at their revenue, 500 million. So again, this is very different than what the analysts predicted of 400 million. And they might be in a better position here to make that prediction. Maybe the analysts haven't taken into account the very recent earnings that came out this month. And that's on a time that we see Netflix losing subscribers. And that just shows there is a market. There is a market for smaller players with a more better offering. When we look at the past performance here, again, it shows it's especially since 2000 that this company has seen an exponential growth. Not surprising during the pandemic, but what is surprising that it's keeping on and it keeps growing exponentially even in 2022. And I think a lot of people didn't expect that. And I think that's maybe why the share price, when we're looking year to date, hasn't really performed that well. And here, around this time, the earnings came out, and then it got somewhat of a boost, or was it the 4th of May? Yeah, I think 4th of May, then the stock got quite a boost. But I think we're lucky. We're lucky that we are in such a bad market, and because of that, such a great stock is such fantastically priced. So also financials, also something I look at because I think, wow, if the stock is growing like that, maybe it's just a ranking of debt. Looking at the debt, look at that. I mean, debt to equity, it's incredibly small. So almost no debt, only 11 million. So they can even pay off all their debt on half a year of earnings. So that's, again, very, very positive. Also, simply Wall Street, they are saying that the share price could go to 246. Now, simply Wall Street does overreact a little bit. They sometimes use growth numbers that are too high, but in this case, I think they have a point. I think this actually could be the case. I'm not sure how fast we could get to this price, but I can see it going there in the next few years, especially at the current growth rate. Also the future potential, you can see here again on the graphic. This is what the value is based on of the analysts, but you see again that I have the impression that the analysts are underestimating the growth this company could have compared to what the company itself says, 500 million in revenue by 2025. Again, we are looking at a company of only 150 million market capitalization. So that means even by 2024, we're looking at price over earnings for value investors, you should be jumping on this stock. Dividend investors, you should be jumping on this stock. And growth investors, you should be jumping on this stock. This might be a unicorn opportunity. And I'm not fast to say that. I mean, look at videos of my channel of other companies I'm invested in. I'm very skeptical even on the companies I'm invested in myself. But for me, this is a very positive story, and I can see this go very high. Guys, if you like my videos, please like, please subscribe, and see you next time.